Hey guys, how you doing, and welcome to episode 1 of my Warriors of Chaos campaign on Total War Warhammer. So this is the second of the 2 campaigns starting on my channel, the first being the Dwarves, which started yesterday, and it's been really well received so far, so a massive thanks to everyone who has dropped the video a like. We're nearly at the target that I wanted to achieve in the first week, and it's only been out a day, so that is absolutely amazing. So let's try and do it again if we can for the start of this campaign. But let's up the ante a little bit and see if we can hit 2,500 likes in the first week. I know you can do it, so let's see if we can achieve it. And just like the Dwarves, I'll be running a competition for this campaign as well. The prize, again, is a full copy of Total War Warhammer, which will be gifted over to you on release day. So to be in for a chance of winning it, all you need to do is comment down below in the video and come up with a name suggestion for my Chaos Army to be named as. You'll also need to give a reason, a kind of backstory as to why the army is being named as such, and so the craziest, most inventive suggestion will win the copy. Make sure you are contactable here on YouTube, as I will message your comment direct if you've won. Also, an army will be given the name you suggested, and my first hero will be named after you as well. And just to remind you, I'm running a separate competition on my Twitter account, link in the description to it, so be sure to enter that if you want to be in for a greater chance of winning. Also, a huge thanks to Havoc, who designed both thumbnails for my campaigns, this and the Dwarf campaign. He's also a Total War YouTuber, so go check him out. I've left a link in the description to his channel, and it'll be there in each episode going forward. So without further ado, let us check out the Warriors of Chaos. Okay then guys, let's have a quick look at the mechanics, at the playstyle of the Warriors of Chaos, of course, before we get going. So looking at their playstyle, it says here they've got strong unit rosters with armoured infantry and monsters. I mean, we've seen these in action already with the preview videos and the demos that Creative Assembly have released, and they do look absolutely superb. Some of the best units on the game by far. So hopefully as we get going, we'll recruit units like the Chosen, and they will do some amazing work hopefully in our campaign, because as I say, they look absolutely awesome. So they severely are limited with missile options, fair enough, so we're going to have to try and use our heavy infantry and our monsters, as they say we've got, to our advantage. Strong diplomatic penalties with almost all factions. Well, that was a given. I knew that already. I mean, who wants to have any relations with Chaos? No one, so that's fine. Cannot trade. Fine. Again, probably understandable. So that means we're going to have to be very careful and get income and our economy working via different methods. And it says here, nicely following on here, economy is heavily reliant on sacking, raiding and battle loot. So that's how we're going to have to play this campaign. So looking at their faction mechanics, Horde, so the faction has no settlements, infrastructure and military improvements are linked to each individual Chaos Horde. That's interesting. So one Horde could be, a lot more advanced than another Horde, essentially, it says here. And, think of it much like the Huns in Attila, or the last Roman DLC, the Roman Expedition Force. That sort of play style is going to be coming into this campaign a lot by the looks of things. And then also we've got finally the corruption. So chaos corruption can be spread in enemy territory, leading to public order problems and even chaos rebellions. We've definitely got to try and use that to our advantage and see how we can sort of manipulate that on the campaign map and start to break down our enemies from within, essentially. So our top units are, we've got Chaos Giants. Oh yes, can't wait to get them. We've got the Hell Cannons. I love the look of them. Lionheart, which makes me laugh with that because he refers to it as a penis cannon. You'll see why when we recruit them. And look, here we go, the Chosen. The awesome Chosen units. So hopefully, yes, we'll get them at some point very soon so we can start using them in battle. Okay then, so let's get going. So for the Legendary Lord for this campaign, I'm going to be choosing Archaon, the Ever Chosen. And he's the faction leader, of course, of the Warriors of Chaos, but also he's a very powerful melee fighter, and also he can use spells from the Law of Fire, which are going to be very destructive and hopefully very deadly against the enemy. So all in all, he's a very all-rounded, very powerful Legendary Lord. Also, his campaign Movement range is improved by 5%, which is great because it means we can traverse the campaign map quicker and get to our enemies and their settlements quicker to raid as well. And also he reduces upkeep costs for Chaos Warriors and Chaos Knights by 10%, and that's massive throughout the course of this campaign, because as you can imagine, we don't get any income. We don't get any income at all. No trade, nothing. So we've got to do that by, as it said before, by raiding, by sacking. But at the same time, we're still paying for the upkeep of our units. So anything that can reduce that via him, Archaon, his followers, his items he gains, or via buildings is massive. So, you know, it's really important that we do anything we can to reduce upkeep costs throughout the course of this campaign, essentially. His additional starting units are that he has Chaos Warriors, a unit of them. He has a unit of Chaos Warriors with halberds, and also he has a unit of Chosen with great weapons, which are going to be awesome. So I'm really looking forward to using these 3 units at the start of this campaign in just a second. And we're going to be playing this again like we did with the Dwarves on hard difficulty. And looking at these settings here, again like the Dwarves, we're going to go for full AI player moves, minimal advisor help, battle realism mode is off, and battle time limit is on at 60 minutes. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The dawn of chaos is upon us. I shall be back with you in just a second.
The old world is weak. The mortal nations flounder in their own incessant and petty wars. Ignorant of what truly awaits in the north. I come before the mighty Archaon as a mere minion. For now, at least, the gods' favored champion chooses to hear my advice. I pray to the dark powers that I do not fail him. Despite such a risk, I urge my master that now is the time to march south. The Northmen grow restless. We must harness that and send the tribes in a great tide southwards to flood the old world. Archaon himself, chosen of the gods, will lead the hordes of chaos as we despoil the lands of men and dwarfs. No soul, no matter how blackened or pure, shall see salvation. You are the ever-chosen. The Chaos Gods call you to action, mighty champion. Their lust for ruin must be sated. You shall go into the lands of the mortals to spread fear and destruction. The Norse tribes to the west shall fall easily before you. Bind those willing to join your cause, and slay the rest. Further to the south lie the nations of men. They will resist your advance, and for good reason. You will bring them annihilation, mighty lord. Devour the mortal souls to bring the favor of the Chaos Gods. March forth and spread oblivion in their name.
Okay then guys, let us begin, and as the advisor has just said, march forth and spread oblivion in their name, and that is exactly what I intend to do, I can tell you that. So the first objective is to raise or sack 4 different settlements, and the reward is 2,000 favour, which is basically the currency for chaos, the favour to the gods. So I think we'll definitely be able to achieve that by the end of part 2, I would imagine. So yeah, we'll definitely go for that. So looking at our army, we've only got the 1 army at the moment, Archaons, and that's probably a good thing because we couldn't sustain a second army. If we did, it would completely break us at this moment in time. So we'll definitely just keep with 1 army for the foreseeable future. His build is pretty good. He's got the Chaos, or the Chosen, with the Great Weapons, which is one of the additional starting units that he's brought to this army. We've got the Chaos Warriors, we've got the Chaos Marauders, which is the basic infantry for Chaos. We've got the Chaos Warriors with Halberds, again one of Archaon's starting units. We've got the Marauder Horsemen, the Chaos Warhounds, and the Chaos Spawn, which are really good because they deal a lot of damage to infantry, as you can see there on the left hand side. Damage dealers, anti-infantry, and unbreakable. So let's hope we can see them in action today, because they are such a good unit for Chaos. Looking at the building panel, this is where we can improve and build up our encampment. We're at level 1 with the main building chain at the moment, the nomadic camp. We go to level 2, the tribal gathering. It reduces our upkeep costs even further for all our units. And as I said to you at the beginning of the campaign, this is very important throughout this playthrough. We need to make sure our upkeep for our units is as low as it possibly can. So anything like this, buildings or technology or whatever, that reduces our upkeep costs, we need to go for it basically. So we'll definitely go for this tribal gathering at some point very, very soon. I want to keep the encampment as it is at the moment, because I think it's important to try and early on maintain my currency as it is. If I get, if I start building too quickly or start recruiting too quickly, it would cripple our economy, I think, in this early stage. So we'll definitely try and improve our encampment in the near future, but not at this moment in time. It also gives us other benefits like recruitment capacity, chaos corruption, horde growth, things like that. We've also got the tribal relic, which gives us the units of the horsemen, the marauders, and the warhounds. But if we go to level 2, it gives us the horsemen with throwing axes, the great weapons for the marauders, and the poison variant for the chaos warhounds. So we'll definitely go for the trial pit as well later on, but for the moment we'll keep it as it is, and we can't upgrade anyway because our encampment has got to be at level 2 as well. So it's, things are required if we're going to increase things and improve things basically. So that's the situation there. But as well, once we are increasing and improving our encampment, it will start to give us favour as well. So definitely important we go and improve that at some point soon. Diplomacy, we may as well forget it at the moment, because every single faction bar the Red Eye tribe are at war with us, and they pretty much don't like us either. It's deteriorating their attitude towards us. So diplomacy is a complete and utter no-no. I don't know if it will stay like that. I mean, sometime later on, somewhere, somehow, someone may want to talk to us, but for the moment, just forget it. So diplomacy, yeah, we'll leave that screen for the moment. But yeah, at least we know where we stand with everyone. Basically, war. Faction summary, we've seen this all before. Anything I wanted to sort of look at is here, the Chaos Sorcerer and the Exalted Hero. We can recruit one of each. I think the Exalted Hero is pretty good because that unit can go into enemy territories and start to spread chaos corruption within them. So basically, get these forces, these enemies of ours, to start crumbling from within. And then once it's at breaking point, we just march in and finish them off, basically. So that's something I'll try and do with that hero unit once I get hold of him. Favour summary, we know this is again favour, this is the currency. Background income is 2,500, which is our base faction income, which you get from every faction. Every faction basically gets a starting income, a base income, and that's what this is from here, 2,500. Apart from that, we get no other sources of income at all. But our upkeep cost is 2,110, so we need to make sure that remains plus or positive for as long as it possibly can. Technology is a little bit different with Chaos, because each Chaos technology that you research has a cost to it, I think. So this one has 2,500 favour before we have to spend that before we can research it. And they have little branches that go off that then open up into more sub-technologies, basically. And you can see the improvements they give, like minus costs for units, post-battle loot amounts, speed variations or improvements, leaderships, gains for different units. So definitely some rewarding bonuses are on the back of these technologies, but it costs quite a bit to research them. But we'll go for this one to start with. We may as well. It's going to cost us 2,500, half our treasury, but at the end of the day, it's important we start unlocking these these technologies to start improving us as much as we can, really. So yeah, we'll go for that one to start with. And then the objectives, victory conditions, I'll probably start to look at a short victory to go with for the moment, but then maybe as the campaign goes on, I may then carry it on to a long victory campaign or a long campaign victory. But for the moment, we'll stick with a short victory condition. And that is to raise or sack 15 different settlements and destroy the following factions of the Empire and Bretonia. But if we go for the long one, we get to, or we have to sack or raise 40 settlements, and as well we have to take down the dwarves. Chapter objective we know about already. It's 2,000 reward for the favour, and it's to take down 4 settlements, as we know. So that's the state of play with the objectives. One last thing I want to do before we begin moving is looking at the overview map. And to be honest with you, knowing what we know and what we have to do with our objectives, I want to go north to start with. Take out these sort of lesser factions, hopefully weaker factions, and by doing so we gain strength, we gain income, we gain more powerful units, and then by the time it comes that we have to then march south into the human lands of Empire and the all the other Empire factions, then we're in a position where we're a lot stronger and we're a lot more capable of trying to defeat them. Because if we go in there now, I think we'll be in trouble. We'd get completely and utterly annihilated. So we'll go in there once we've gained strength from up in these northern territories, basically. We'll go across here and probably down into Bretonia and then go into the Empire from this direction, I would think. So that's the plan. Let's hope we can deliver with it. So there we go. So let's begin. Let's bring these guys forward now. Our first target is Beersoling's camp. I think that's how you pronounce them. They are the Varg faction. We're going to try and sack them and try and awaken them to basically become one of my tributary states or my client states, basically. So that's the plan. So we may as well end the turn. Nothing else we can do. I don't want to recruit anyone at the moment. I want to keep the income, as I say, at its level. But let's go for this camp now. Okay, so you can see here the balance of power is pretty much in our favour. Looking at the armies here, we've got this one, I think, in the bag. But we'll fight it so we can see the units in action and experience our first taste of battle with the Warriors of Chaos. So yeah, I want to see these Chaos spawn in action, basically. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll definitely make these our client state after we've taken the army down. So you can see here, this is something different from my dwarf campaign. Obviously with the dwarves we don't have any magic, but with the chaos we do, and we can gamble with the levels of the winds of magic. 21's pretty good to start with, so I'm not going to gamble with that because it could go down considerably. 21, as I say, is a good base level for the winds of magic power. So we're going to start with that as it is, and we should be okay. I don't know how much... Has he got anything in his abilities? He's got one. He's got a fireball, so that'd be quite interesting to see what that looks like in a second. So let's have a look at the units before we kick off. We've got the Chaos Marauders over here. We've got the Chaos Warriors, the sort of heavy armoured infantry there. We've got some more Chaos Marauders at the back. Oh god, this is what I mean, these Chaos spawn. Look at them! Oh my god! What the hell's happened to them? They are seriously affected people. Or they're not even people, are they? Don't even try and compare them to people. They're just vile. Whatever monsters they're from, whatever darkness they're from, but they are vile. We've got the Chaos Warriors with the halberds. I love the helmets some of them have got. The spikes and the horns on them. We've got the Chosen with the great weapons here. Look at those weapons. Oh my god, they look amazing. They're going to hack through the enemy definitely today. We've got the Chaos Warriors here. So yeah, I've got 3 units of them, haven't we? We've got some Chaos Warhounds over here. So nice, like look at them. Look a bit like dire wolves for the vampire accounts, don't they? We've got the Marauder Horsemen, which are going to be good, hopefully. We've got the Chaos Warhounds again, and that is pretty much it. So yeah, we shall start this battle. I think, as I say, I'm pretty confident we should gain victory today. If we don't, then I'll probably give up YouTube and Total War, basically, because it's that much in our favour, really. Okay, so get the mortars on the left flank. Probably a few of you in crying out saying, yes, he's going to quit. Please do it. No. Stay, warrior, stay. Okay, let's get these Chaos Vile Warhounds on the flank as well. So let us begin. Oh, yes, and of course, Archaon himself. How can I forget him? Forgot to zoom in on him. There he is. Look at this. The fire on his feet and the swords. Love it. Oh my god, even his eyes are on fire. Wow. Let's hope we're on fire today. Hey, let's do this. Come on. So they're going to sit back, obviously. Oh, they're not. They're going to try and rush us, are they? Oh my god, that is brave of them. I thought they would have sat back and waited for us to come to them, but they're not. So we'll move forward. We'll match them in the field. So the Chaos Spawn, we'll put them on the left flank. And by the way, if you can hear a baby noise in the background, do not be alarmed. That is Edward. I'm recording this during the day, so if you can hear any baby noises, that's the answer, basically. So I thought I'd tell you that now, before you're thinking, oh my god, what sort of vile creature is making that noise from Chaos? It's not. It's a vile creature of my own. It's Edward, basically. Oh no, hang on, we got the Chaos Horseman going for a charge against my horseman. Okay, fair enough. One unit break off. No, actually, no. Yeah, one unit break off, one go for that unit. Okay, go back over there. So that's driving them skirmisher cav away. Oh, looks like they try to pick off at my Chaos Spawn on the left flank here. Come on, get into them, get into them. We should be able to finish them off, essentially, if we get the Chaos Spawn into the mix. So the main line is coming to charge in now. My warriors are ready. We'll stand our ground, put them onto defensive position and guard mode. Stand, men, stand! Okay, slash at them. I mean, these guys are the chosen. Only that they're Chaos Warriors. It's the chosen. Where are the chosen? I've lost them. Oh, they're there. They're on the far right. I thought they were on the left-hand side and probably moved across. Right, well, we should be okay anyway. Oh, hang on. Let's see if this works. This will be hilarious. Come on. Come on, Archaon. Oh, took a few down. He can take them out on his own, so I'm not too worried about him fighting there. We can go for another one. The winds of magic are that powerful, he could do another spell straight away. Right, let him deal with them. Over here, what's the situation? Right, those have dealt with that cavalry over there pretty effectively, so bring them back in. These are being chased down by my unit of warhounds over there, so they should finish them off pretty easily. And the line here is starting to hopefully break in a minute. We'll get this unit of marauders to go on the back to flank and hit them from the rear, while the front hold their line. So we flank them, sandwich them in, and that's where they start to waver. Lovely. Yeah, they're starting to really feel the pressure now. So bring these units across to flank from this side as well, and that should then finish those off. It's looking very much like it's a first victory for the Chaos Warriors today. Completely enveloped them now. Come on, lads. Nice, yeah. Panic's starting to hit now. Leadership is dropping. Archaon's still dealing with them. It's having a bit of a problem, actually. Let's bring our warhounds back. We can bring those two back. And that one's still chasing that unit down, but these two are still free, so we can bring them back. Them and the marauders. What have we got over here? We've got warhounds and both marauder horsemen. Yeah, they should be able to chase them down. Come on, finish the job. This is the general for this, or this is the lord for this battle. Olaf Slayer. What a name that is. Soul Slayer. So they're completely going now. They've routed. They're fleeing from the field. Mortal fall. Come on, cavalry. Here we go. Finally getting to come across the field now. They're starting to waver again. Lovely stuff. Chase them down. Finish them off. Let's fast forward now because it is in the bag, this battle now. Victory is complete. There we go. Victory has been confirmed. We shall end the battle there because it is a settlement battle as such, so they can't flee. We lost 146, they lost 384. And that is all she wrote. Yeah, decisive victory. Let's see how much we've gained from loot of that, because that's important, the loot we've gained. Over 1,000. Wonderful. Oh, we've gained a talisman as well. Excellent. We'll equip that in a second. So, if we awaken the tribe, that's when they become our client state. And we gain 16% unit replenishment. I'm going to probably go for that, you know. Make them my client state now, get rid of them as a threat, and then they only have one settlement remaining. I'll have a look at that in a second, but they only have one settlement remaining, the frozen landing over here. So we can't make them our client state basically now. When we attack that settlement, it will basically be either you raise them or you sack it. So we'll probably raise it or sack it and then raise it, because then that threat is being removed as well. That faction or race has been completely wiped out at that point, which is important obviously. Every enemy that we take down is one less to deal with down the line. Okay, so units are replenishing now, which is good. So if we move a little bit, actually no, I'm going to probably stay here and go into encampment stance, because actually if we go for another 25% we will still be able to have the stance. So go to there and we can still go into encampment stance. Yeah, good. So that will increase our replenishment even further. As I say, we won't build anything at the moment. Looking at Archaon there himself, he's achieved a skill point. Good lad. Eyes of the Guard, weapon strength +7. Fireball improves that ability. We've already got it, but it'll improve it. We've got leadership effect increase. We've got campaign movement range. I'm going to go for this one, Route Marcher, to start with, because I think with this campaign and the mechanics of what Chaos are, or what they, what their mechanics were, how they work in this campaign, this sort of ability is very, very important to get to other settlements as quickly as possible. So yeah, we'll go for that to start with as a skill. Looking at his details, I forgot about that. Talisman, so that would give us magic resistance, 20% increase of magic resistance. Didn't he have a follower as well? I'm sure he had a follower, unless I saw that different. I'm sure he gained a follower as well. Maybe I just made that up, I don't know. Okay, well he's got the talisman. Let's have a quick look. Here we go, follower gained, student. This item or follower is ready to be assigned to a character of your choosing. Right, okay, well, how come I can't assign him? That's weird. That's really weird. Okay, no worries. We'll try and do that maybe later on then, if not. Okay, so anyway, not a bad start. We've done quite well there. We've got this first tribe under our control. They've been awakened. We've also researched that first technology, so it's unlocked these 3 now. And these actually don't cost us any favour, so we can just research these. It just takes us a little bit longer to research. 5 turns, and that's it. They don't cost us a single thing, which is good. So income from sacking settlements is +10. Post-battle loot amount is +10. Or recruitment cost is -15% from marauder units. I'll probably go for post-battle loot. So even that's, I think that'd be both pitch battles and siege battles. So we'll go for that one. Gives a little bit of a boost to our economy even further. And you know what, honest with you, that is probably what I'm going to go for this turn. Technology research, we know. Rank gained. Military access agreements. Negotiated between, obviously, yeah, because that's our new client state. Faction encountered. Yeah. Good, so let's end the turn again. And then we'll go straight for frozen landing and try and see if we can take them down. So how's our army looking? And apart from the Warhounds, it's full stack for everyone again. Come out of encampment stance, go across.
My destiny lies this
My destiny lies there. I love his voice is so cool. We are going to recruit actually now. I'm going to try and risk it. I'm going to go for... Actually, no. I don't think these 3 units will be beneficial to us at the moment. I want more hardened infantry like the Chaos Warriors. So, to be honest with you, I'll keep it as it is. I'm not going to waste any more money. I'm going to build the Tribal Gathering now. It only costs us 1 turn. It only costs us as well in terms of favour 1600. We can afford that. And it unlocks quite a lot of benefits. So we may as well do that while we can. And then next turn, straight away afterwards, we'll go straight to Frozen Landing. So... These sort of campaigns, like in previous, Attila and the Roman Expedition, the Huns and things like that, these sort of turns are quite quick, as you can imagine, because you've got to try and get the momentum going early on, and then from that, it will get quicker and quicker for you, hopefully. I still don't know where that bloody follower's gone. It's really confused me, that has. Unless you guys know where he's gone. But I'm sure we got a follower, so we should be able to assign him to someone. Weird. I do not know. We've lost him somehow. Anyway, right, let's go for another end turn. Okay. Winds of Magic change. Yeah, because things like this are quite dynamic in Warhammer, the Winds of Magic. They will change in various parts of the map, where at some points they'll be higher and more powerful, and then at some points in the same location they'll drop again. So it's very dynamic, the Winds of Magic in this game. You've got to adapt to that quite a lot, especially when you're playing, fighting a battle in that location. So yeah, it has changed in which point of the map over here, because this is obviously again indicator on the sort of tactical map. We can see the levels of the Winds of Magic in various points throughout the old world. So here it's quite weak actually. It's okay here, but around these areas is pretty weak. It's more potent down here in the Badlands, really. So we may have a bit of problems with our Winds of Magic as we go for the moment. So we've constructed the Tribal Gathering. Excellent. Good stuff. Now we can go for the Trial Pit now, which will give us some better variants of units. Costs us 1,000. I'll wait again for the moment. I'll wait for the moment. I think we'll leave it as it is. So let's finish off these now. Varg. Attack Frozen Landing. And again, we'll have a very quick battle before we wrap up the part. And that hopefully should be 2 victories out of 2. Right, again, the base level there, 19's not bad, so I won't gamble. I'll go for the deployment with that level already in place, I think. So let's put these Warhounds over here, because they can be deployed outside of the zone. And then the main line again, like before, will be in the centre. Chosen on the flank there. And then the spawn on that left flank. Archaon just behind, and then... Is that the Chosen? No, they're the Halberds, aren't they? Yeah, go over that side, and then... over there. So that's it. So that's good, like that. I must admit, these Chaos factions we're facing, even though they're against greater odds, they're not being cowards. They'll face their enemy in battle with dignity and honour and bravery. They'll try and attack us, even though they know they're completely outnumbered and outmatched. They'll still go for the attack. So all credit to him for that. That's how you... lesser men would crumble. These will crumble eventually, but, early on, they're doing pretty well. They're quite brave. Okay, so let's go for them. Let's pin these Mortar Horsemen down with our Warhounds. Trying to break off now. Okay, don't get pulled into a race there. They'll win. Instead, you go for the 2 units of Mortar Horsemen. Look at them. They're trying to bring our 2 cavalry units into our main their main army there. So we're not going to take the bait. Let's pull back. Right, so now they're manoeuvring. Let's try and pick off at them while they are not aware and not ready. Let's go for an attack against them while they're still manoeuvring. Come on, come on, come on. Right, Archaon come across. Oh, looks like they're coming from the charge. Let's go for try and bait them in again and then get our Warhounds to attack them from the left flank. From the side. Eventually they'll be picked off, I can tell you that. They won't survive for long. Oh, hello. Yeah. Chaos Spawn go over there because they're starting to waver. Bloody hell, the Warhounds are dropping like flies. Spawn finished the job. I know they're better against infantry, but we need to take the cavalry down. Nice, send them flying. So let's send them back as well. Spawn have gone in. They're driving the mortars back. Warhounds are just about surviving, so pull them away. Don't want to lose any more of those units. That's it, Spawn. Chase them down, lads. I can't believe I'm calling the horrible monstrous Spawn lads, but they are to me. The lads in my eyes. And the lads in Archaon's eyes as well. So chase them down. Right, Archaon, fire your fireball. Bang! Yes! Come on. Here we go. The Chaos Warriors with the halberds are going in. Bang! Boys around the side here. These mortars are holding on though. They're doing pretty good against me. You know, they've got to give them credit there. They're not crumbling or not wavering straight away. But we're going to hit him in the back now with another fireball. This is going to be point blank firepower here. Bang! He's going to hit our own men as well, which is a bit of a problem, but never mind. Taking some of them down. Bang! Yes, well played, Archaon. Great all-rounder, that lord is. Right, chase these down now with the Warhounds. Light calves are not going to do too much damage. Not heavy cav like we'll get later on with the Chaos Knights, but still can do a job. Balance of power is really in our favour now, so we should have this one wrapped up very quickly in a minute. Stand your ground, lads. Stand your ground. Another point blank fire. Go on. Actually, no, negative. Cancel it. Oh, it's too late. Too late. Oh, God. Right, there we go. Victory is at hand. We've completely annihilated them. End the battle there. Another decisive victory. Great stuff. How did we lose this time? 271. We lost a little bit more this time. But still, our replenishment rate is good. We could be able to get them back to full strength very soon, I should imagine. They lost 475. This Varg faction are quite good, you know. They're not a walkover, I give them that. But yeah, another victory. So that's 2 out of 2. So we need to get 2 more settlements under our control, or raise them, I should say, or sack them, before we'll get that objective. So yeah, it's definitely looking likely that we'll achieve that by the end of the second part, and we'll get that 2,000 favour reward. Okay, so let's let it finish off loading up, and then I'll wrap up the part. Yeah, it's been a good episode. I've enjoyed the first part. Great potential with this Chaos faction. It's a nice variant, isn't it, as well, because obviously this is a completely different and unique mechanic, these guys are, than any other faction on the game. So they offer something fresh and new for Warhammer, at least. Obviously, we've seen it before, as I said, in previous games, but they do offer something different for Total War Warhammer, most definitely. Oh, right, okay. Still loading in. Sometimes the loading screens for some reason take forever on Warhammer. Sometimes they're really quick, sometimes they take an absolute age. It's been like that in previous Total Wars actually as well, so it's not just on Warhammer, but... Okay, right, decisive victory, yes we know. Loot gain, come on, give me the money. 1,000, great stuff. So another rank increase for Archaon. So we sack it, we get more gold. We go back. Oh, we do nothing. Oh, we can't actually... Right, we can't actually raise it this time. I thought that would be too good to be true. Sack and then raise. We'll probably have to wait a turn before we can actually raise it. We'll just wait one more turn and then just finish them off after that, because they're pretty much gone. The Garrison army's been completely destroyed anyway, so that's fine. But it's given us a nice boost to our economy, 7,000 now. So that is great. So we'll go back into encampment stance to get the replenishment back up. Now we've got that extra boost of income, we'll go for the trial pit. And yeah, that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, the first part of the Chaos Let's Play has been completed. And already we are causing absolute chaos. I think you'll agree. So that is it. I hope you've enjoyed this part today. If you have, please, as I said to you at the beginning, drop the video a like. Let's see if we can get to 2,500 likes in the first part. That would be absolutely amazing in the first week as well. The Dwarf campaign has started off really well with our likes, so let's see if we can follow it with this one today. And of course, if you want to enter the competition to be in a chance for winning Total War Warhammer, then please definitely comment down below, give me your army name suggestion and the reason why they have been named as such, and I will pick a winner on the 24th of May. Any more details about it, then be sure to check out the beginning of the video. It will tell you everything you need to know at that point. So there we go. Thank you as always for watching, guys. But until next time, this is WarriorofSparta for now saying farewell.